We already know that Zombies is a fantastic movie, but even true fans don't know these 20 facts compiled by Riveted. For a chance to win a $100 Amazon gift card, answer the hidden Zombies question in the video. Number 20, where is the movie filmed? Disney's Zombies and its sequel have been filmed at the same locations. Both of them have been shot in Canada. In addition to Toronto, filming for Disney's Zombies and its sequel was also carried out in the city of Hamilton, Ontario. To be more specific, filming was carried out on Keith Street near Wentworth Street North. Canada has been attracting multiple big-budget film and TV projects for filming in the country. The reason for that is purely financial. The Canadian government provides lucrative tax credits for productions filming in the country. Hence, several production companies opt to film in Canada to bring the overall production costs down significantly. 19. The Cheer Squad. The Cheer Squad on Zombies is amazing, and that's because the film hired an entire cheerleading team from Toronto where the movie was filmed, and they had the coach there with them. The team's coach helped train everyone and make sure the dancers and actors were on the same page with the routines. Addison and other cast members had never done cheerleading before, so they had to train harder to be in sync with the professional dancers, and they did amazing. The only time Addison was played by a cheer double and not by Meg was when she's tossed up in the air doing the twist before Zed was able to catch her. For safety reasons, a stunt double was used, but the rest of the film was all Meg. Number 18, the zombie language. Having a foreign language in a film always makes it more interesting. Fans of the 100 know about Trigda slang, which translates to forest language, which originated with the Trickru clan. The language was developed by the linguist David J. Peterson, who also made the Game of Thrones, Dothraki, and Valyrian languages. Disney's Zombies also have their special language, and Bonzo is the best at it. James Godfrey, who played Bonzo, mastered the art seamlessly. His endearing character only speaks the Zombies language, meaning we had no idea what he was saying during the movie. While James told Milo that he knew what he was saying in his head, no one around him had a clue. According to Milo, James nearly said the same gibberish phrases every time they filmed it. Making of Someday, number 17. Most fans say that Someday is by far the greatest song on Zombies. We don't deny that. The song is simply epic. Zed and Addison's beautiful duet about hoping the world they live in will be different someday was heavily influenced by the movie's stars. Milo shared how he worked with Meg and choreographer Christopher Scott to revamp the number. The three of them collaborated and came up with the idea of putting the pasta strainer on the lamp to make it look like a disco. Then once they got there, they decided to do a little tap dance that they had rehearsed, but Meg and Milo were not sure they would do it in the movie. Number 16, the jumps in BAM. The idea to have Zed do a bunch of energetic back jumps during BAM stemmed from Milo goofing off on set. The cast had already choreographed the big number, but after the choreographer saw Milo doing a backflip on a device like a trampoline that allowed the actors to practice their tricks safely, he loved it so much he ended up incorporating it into the dance. The day after his pivotal backflip, Milo arrived to set and saw a 30-foot by 10-foot trampoline for everyone, and they re-choreographed the whole dance. Number 15, artistic freedom. In the first Zombies movie, the actors playing zombies were able to customize their characters' look and style, while the actors playing humans couldn't because the zombies are all unique while humans are more uniform. In Zombies 2, each werewolf had to wear certain items, but then they were allowed to tweak and add on some flair as long as it was representative of their character. Ariel came up with the idea to add spikes to her shoes as well as the big wristband with tons of faux fur around it that none of the other werewolves wore. Willow was the pack's empowering leader, so Chandler came up with the idea of putting a wrap around her leg. Number 14, Zombies makeup. Zed's makeup took longer than all the humans' makeup combined. By the time the zombies would go into the makeup trailer, every single human in the movie would be in and out before one zombie finished. Normally, the cast would start their days at 4 a.m., but the zombies who needed a long time in the makeup chair would start their days at even 3 a.m. sometimes. Milo explained how, when Zed wore long sleeves, his makeup didn't take as long to do since the makeup team could easily cover up his arms without zombifying them. On average, hair and makeup every morning took maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Even taking it off took like 45 minutes. Zed's secret while taking off the makeup was using shaving cream on his whole body. Hilarious. 13, rehearsals. As with any musical, having an adequate amount of time to rehearse the dance numbers is key. Meg shared that the team had 4 weeks of rehearsal and each week was a different number. The cast members were so determined to nail the movie, and they rehearsed in their rooms even after they were done on set. Like with the first film, Zombies 2 rehearsals were 4 weeks long, and nailing the perfect dance moves also took a lot of dedication. Number 12, the Moonstones. The necklaces that the werewolves wear in Zombies 2 are essential for the storyline. Once they lose their power, the werewolves gradually become sick, and the only way out is to charge the Moonstones. Although all the werewolves have their own moonstone, none of them look the same. They're all different shapes and colors. Everyone was able to make their moonstones their own from the inside out. Number 11, Addison's hair. In the film, we learned Addison's real hair was white, and she wore a wig during most of the movie to hide the fact that she was different. Meg shared that Addison's real hair was always going to be white, but her wig hair color was another story. She tried on a lot of brown wigs and red wigs. Then they kind of decided to go with natural hair color because they liked Meg's natural blonde hair color, so they just made a wig out of it. Number 10, Zed's hair. Before settling on a dark shade of green, Milo's hair was a testing ground to find his inner Zed. Initially, his hair was supposed to be a mini rainbow. The bottom of his hair was kind of like a bluish teal color, and the rest of his hair was the color in the movie, green, and the tips of the hair were yellow. After that didn't work, the hair team tried a bright neon color, which also didn't work. The team then tried black, giving it a tint of green, but that also didn't look great. Eventually, they settled on the dark green shade that perfectly suits Zed's personality. We all love it. Number 9, Milo can barely play football. Although Milo had played flag football and is a big Packers fan, he was thrown off by how tough it was to simply move when you're wearing all the gear. He said, "They make it look so easy on TV. I was able to run and catch the ball, and everything I do in the movie is me except when he gets destroyed and tackled. That's a stunt double. I remember not being able to get past anyone. It was actually insane." Number 8, the nights were long. Being a werewolf means coming out at night, so several cast members had to film major scenes around the time most people go to bed. When you watch stuff on TV, you'd think certain moments probably took like 2 seconds to film, but in reality, it took several hours, even if the footage you see on screen is only about 10 seconds long. Cast members would just hang out all night, even if they didn't have to be there. For instance, Meg wasn't in the scene where the zombies and werewolves break into the school, but she stuck around set since it was Trevor Torchman's last day of filming. Ariel was late, number 7. Naturally, Ariel was a little apprehensive when joining the cast of Zombies 2, and to top it off, she was 3 days late to rehearsals in Toronto, where the first movie also was filmed. When she arrived, she ran into Meg, Chandler Kinney, and Pierce Joza, who all helped her learn the choreography she'd missed. Meg and Milo and everybody from the first movie did their best and made the werewolves feel comfortable in a space, and it made it a lot easier to pick up the dances and the songs and act together because they just got along so well. Werewolves' eye effect, number 6. When the werewolves feel threatened, they go into attack mode and their eyes brighten and intensify. It's a cool look, but one that was totally done in post-production with special visual effects. Actors didn't have to wear contact lenses to help enhance the effect. Spin-on dances, number 5. While all of the dance numbers were obviously choreographed, both the zombies and werewolves were able to deviate slightly from the main moves. Well, most of the cast members are professional dancers, so the choreographer didn't have a problem with the individual spins on the dances. It may look like they are all doing it together and synchronized, but every person has their own sort of variation. Rewatch the dance sequence for Do It Like the Zombies Do, and you'll see what we mean. They threw their arms wherever they wanted and threw their legs how they wanted to because of their personalities. Number 4, the Zedison kiss. Most intimate scenes in a movie are done once or twice to avoid the awkwardness, but Zed and Addison enjoyed their kiss a little too much. During the audition process, Disney Channel would pair up Zed and Addison hopefuls for chemistry reads. As if by fate, Meg and Milo were already buddy-buddy with each other before doing their chemistry read. When they were paired up with different people, the two of them were talking the whole time, so it was kind of funny. But when they were eventually paired up, it was so easy to do the scenes together. The Zedison smooch at the Prawn, aka Seabrook's version of prom, wasn't a one-take kind of deal. According to Meg, she and Milo probably locked lips at least 8 times during filming. One time her nose was a little smushed, another time his face was kind of covering hers, and they had to kiss until they got the perfect shot. Fortunately, both of them enjoyed the kiss, and after the scene, the cast and crew jokingly cheered and clapped for the actors. See, we are not the only people who totally ship this couple. Also, the actors didn't have time to film all of Zombies 2 to lead up to the kiss scene at the end. Instead, they basically jumped right into it when production began. Number 3, nobody knows about Zed's mom. It turns out we are not the only people who are trying to figure out why Zed's mom isn't in the movie. When the cast members were shooting the first Zombies movie, Milo and the rest of the cast members wondered why Zed's mom wasn't in the picture, but they never got an answer. He admitted that the cast casually talked about it on set, but no reference to her are made in either movie. Milo agrees that his mom needs to be introduced in the 3rd installment, though he doesn't think that the showrunners will actually add the plotline. Number 2, game nights. While making the movie, the cast had lots of game nights, playing games like Scattergories, Contact, Mafia, and Bananagrams. Apparently, Bananagrams was the favorite. James Godfrey, who plays Bonzo, was the best at it. Interestingly, the actor who plays a character who basically speaks his own language of zombie gibberish is amazing at a word game. Every night, the cast would also hang out in Kylie Russell's, who played zombie Eliza, room and have dance parties. The squad would grab some Starbucks, then head up to Kylie's room for a night full of fun. And number 1, improvised lines. Arguably, some of the funniest scenes in the movie involved Principal Lee, played by Naomi Snikas, and the football coach, played by Jonathan Langdon. What most fans may not know is that most of their lines and everything they did on set were improvised. Considering how both are actually real-life comedians, this makes a lot of sense. Amazing facts, right? What interested you most about Disney Zombies? Let us know in the comments section below. Remember, we publish amazing videos daily, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification. This has been Riveted.